What if I told you that the biggest threat to your business could also be its biggest opportunity? It sounds contradictory, doesn't it? But in the world of business, this paradox is the lifeblood of innovation. We're talking about disruption. It's a term that's thrown around a lot these days, often with a negative connotation. But disruption doesn't have to be a threat. In fact, it's through embracing disruption that some of the most successful businesses of our time have found their stride. Disruption is not just about technology or startups. It's about the mindset of seeing change not as a threat, but as an opportunity to evolve, to innovate, and to grow. It's about understanding that the business landscape is not static, but dynamic. And in this dynamism lies the chance to redefine, reinvent, and reignite your business. So let's explore how some companies have turned disruption into their greatest advantage. Remember when Friday nights meant a trip to the video rental store? Netflix saw an opportunity there. They disrupted the movie rental industry and changed the way we consume entertainment. Back in the late 90s, Netflix started as a DVD rental by mail service. It was a simple yet innovative concept that provided an alternative to the traditional brick-and-mortar video rental store. But Netflix didn't stop there. As technology evolved, they recognized the potential of the internet and streaming technology. Instead of sticking to their original DVD rental model, they decided to pivot. They embraced the disruption of the digital age and started offering streaming services. This move was a game changer. People could now watch movies and TV shows from the comfort of their homes anytime they wanted without worrying about late fees or due dates. Netflix chose to disrupt themselves before someone else could. A bold move that paid off enormously. They transformed from a DVD rental service to a global streaming powerhouse, demonstrating the power of embracing disruption in business. Next, let's talk about a company that transformed the way we travel: Uber. This revolutionary company seized the opportunity to disrupt the traditional taxi industry in a big way. They did it by leveraging the power of technology and creating an entirely new business model. Instead of hailing a taxi on the street or calling a dispatch center, Uber made it possible to book a ride with just a few taps on a smartphone. They connected riders directly with drivers in their personal vehicles, sidestepping the established taxi system entirely. This innovative approach not only made transportation more convenient, but also more affordable and accessible for many people. Uber's strategy wasn't without controversy or challenges, but they embraced disruption and pushed through, ultimately reshaping the transportation landscape. Their success has been extraordinary, inspiring a wave of similar ride-sharing services globally. Uber's success story is a prime example of how embracing disruption can redefine industry norms. Now that we've seen how companies can thrive by embracing disruption, what can we learn from them? We've just journeyed through the stories of Netflix and Uber, two companies that dared to defy the norm and embrace disruption as their driving force. Both these narratives serve as compelling case studies, offering us key insights into the ways we can harness disruption in our own business endeavors. Firstly, let's reflect on Netflix, which revolutionized the movie rental industry. What we can glean from their story is the importance of a forward-thinking mindset. Netflix didn't just react to the changes around them, they anticipated them. They were willing to take risks, to venture into uncharted territories of streaming services when others were still clinging to physical DVDs. Similarly, Uber's disruption of the taxi industry underscores the power of adaptability. They didn't just change the game, they rewrote the rules entirely. Uber saw an opportunity where others saw a well-established industry. They adapted their business model and leveraged technology to meet the changing needs of consumers. From these examples, it's clear that embracing disruption is not a one-time event. It's a mindset. It requires continual evolution and the courage to take calculated risks. It's about seeing change not as a threat, but as an opportunity to innovate and grow. Of course, disruption doesn't come without its challenges. It can be uncomfortable and uncertain, but the rewards, they can be phenomenal. Both Netflix and Uber are testament to this. They didn't just survive the disruption, they thrived because of it. They become giants in their respective industries, all because they had the audacity to embrace disruption and use it to their advantage. So as we move forward, let's take a leaf out of their book. Let's not shy away from disruption. Instead, let's welcome it, embrace it, and use it as a catalyst for innovation and growth. Remember, disruption doesn't have to be a threat. With the right mindset, it can be your greatest opportunity for innovation and growth.